Onua, 95.1 FM. Yeah, Junimo.
You were in charge of confiscated cars.
Yes.
Cars are easy.
Yes.
Ewo habo.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's the role I was given, but I played because I wore many hats, about 2 hats, from the presidency and then from national security. And then Prof gave me a lot of powers so that I can function in a way to. I took it as a target. You mean say the pot is rotten. It was rotten and it's still rotten. So you try to find the problem, because I mean him say to me, let's stop some of the rot at the port now. Prof Benya, the resources he need to run the country. There's a lot that Ghana loses at the port. So apart from being appointed as the head of the confiscated unit, I had a role to identify and stop some of the rot at the port, which we did successfully.
What was that portfolio?
There's a lot of things. I won't mention any group, but there's a lot of things that goes on at the port, and it's still going on at the port. Ghana is losing, a tremendous amount of money at the port, and then no matter how you try, there are some people, there's some syndicate WOHO. They can come to you. They came to me. If you try, first they try to bribe you, a huge amount of money, up to
like how much?
First it was 60, 80,
$120,000.
Yes, dollars. I refused it.
A month or
no? That's what they used to welcome me on board.
Okay.
You see, so they used to.
Say when I hear you as a penny or
yes,
I
they have so many things. So
Jiwe crash envelope.
Office no say we set up office in the
Jiwe never say. Into Uji Bakubi now later I won't say.
I rejected.
One Jiskabia.
No, I didn't. So that's part of the reason why Prof.
Now then, your office was at the presidency.
Yes.
But then you have to move to the grounds.
I asked Prof. Because, sir, if you want to stop what was going on at the port now, you have to have an office at the port. So I asked, it was approved by the president to create an office of the president inside the port.
Why office? No.
Yes, I need to be.
Why do you want to be there on that?
Yeah, you have to be there to see what is going on, and then it helped. It helped because with me and my boys, when I'm 40, say, Carlos, and even not me, say, everyone say me niho, now my boys no egg. Venture into some of it. Say Carlos and boys never know. Then people sit up. So that helped in a way. But at the same time that it was helping, it was alienating some people. The syndicates, they have sworn, tried to poison me, tried to assassinate me.
So what was your main role?
My main role.
When he said
my main role was head of the confiscated
cars bia na say bibia japade bia binding and satoso.
Yes.
Yes.
That was my role, my main role. But in addition to that, I was as head of national security, I was dealing with the stolen cars that come into the country to destroy our name at the time. So that was a problem. The problem that I had was not with confiscated. It was with the syndicate that brings stolen cars to Ghana. That was the problem that I had.
In your era, no stolen cars by out to me a county is
let me just say, at the time when I was taking the office, Ghana was the prime destination of stolen cars in the whole world. Yes.
In the whole world?
Yes, in 2009. You can go and cross-check. 2009, Ghana was a prime destination of stolen cars. Yes.
Yeah, the Baja Street.
It comes here and from
Onua FM 95.1.
Prime destination of stolen cars in the whole world. So that's not a name to have as a country. So that's what I presented to Prof. Prof, let us clean this. Anything now on says stolen car for no Prof. Who sees you car? The car no now you have. I had access to the FBI database at the time. They've never given it to anybody. I was the only one in Africa they've given it to, and they will never give it to anybody again.
FBI database.
Yes, I have.
You still have it
No.
now? Okay.
Once you're out of office,
they take it.
You see. But the way it works, since there was a loophole in the system, it's still there. The way it works, since before the car clears the ports, I will stop it. But before, they will clear the cars before they even get to know that the car was stolen. before it to be reported stolen, the car is already on the
Onua
street.
FM 95.1.
Wow.
So there's nothing you can do. So I found a way. Since I have direct access to the database, I'll go into the database and then research and then know the cars that are coming. So before the car arrives here, I already have the information that the car is stolen. So when I stop it, when people say, "Oh, I drew," I can point to a container and say, "Drop this container, drop that." And all the cars that are in the container are stolen. So I want for 7 days.
Answer na can be do Ghana now when
already
you
know.
information need data.
I was working
Container
directly
number
with the
they
FBI.
be
You were working with the FBI by then.
Directly.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes. So I had a team from the Interpol office in Lyon. That
Onua FM 95.1.
America, no. The reason why they gave me the access and say, America pokes their nose into everybody's business, but they don't want anybody to poke his nose into their business. So what they do is say, Interpol headquarters in Lyon. Now, America has access to it, but Lyon doesn't have access to America's database.
Okay.
So when the cars get here, by the time we check, Interpol check here is not yet in Lyon's database. So when Interpol Ghana check, they have access to their head office, which is in Lyon. So when they check, who the stolen car number no call, say car number do her. Now the number is let's check and see if the car is clean. So by the time they check, the car is still clean because it's not in the database at Lyon. It's not there. America and far more.
Okay.
Onua FM 95.1.
My answers directly from the FBI database of stolen vehicles. So even though it is not in Lyon, I have it because I have access to their database.
Okay.
So that was how I was working.
And you what now office for how many years?
I think 1 year and some months. 1 year.
Within that 1 year and some months, stolen cars statistically, what kind of robbers?
Within 6 months.
What kind of robbers? Cars do send out to
when I took off, before I took off, Ghana was the prime destination of stolen cars. Within 6 months, Ghana dropped off the list. Because no stolen car was coming to Ghana again because Carlson is there. If you bring it, he will seize it.
Yes, and because of that, no man for annual be and be bomb. Man for be a business be go down, and people started mentioning your name, hating your name. They say everywhere Carlson be or Haboho, and your Carlson be or Haboho.
Because I'm saying mean to me by that's where they eat. For years, that's what they eat. You know, and the way the stolen car business works, say when you arrest one or two containers, and say nipa na jiama for car.
Okay.
So until when you stop the container and seize the car, we collapse. These are luxury cars.
The business.
These are luxury cars.
And when it's confiscated now, and as I bind in Sato, so am I anything?
Before I left office, you asked me a question, let me answer it now. Before I left the office, I think we had, if I'm not mistaken, almost about 300 and something stolen cars, luxury cars seized.
300 and?
Yes, almost 300 and something.
Stolen cars?
Yes, seized.
From which countries in particular?
US.
US.
Onua FM 95.1.
US. And there's a few from Canada as well. But at the time, me free office, what they've done was that the car became no more stolen, and it was given to the Americans came here to get their cars back, and then they were giving some rules, some things I don't know. They got pissed off. I was no longer in office, but we were communicating. They told me what was going on. There was nothing I can do because it's a system. So if the government tells you to do this, you have to respect what the government tells you. So not much I can do. So in the end, they left the cars. They couldn't take the cars back. They left the cars, and then some of those cars were, given back to the thieves.
But people were saying, all the stolen cars now, it ended up in your garage or your home.
I remember, say, at a point, boy be from Onima police station. Your boy be I can say Onimine Juma. He has from Prof. He went directly to Prof. Prof directed them to take me.
So you arrested.
I can assist I can assist in the investigation. So I was taken to Nima police station. The guy was there. They asked him, do you know? He said, yes, meaning
Hey.
So but I passed and sat, and the guy doesn't know me. That's when the police started suspecting, said that something is not right. If you know Kausen, you work with Kausen just passed in front of you. You can't identify him.
Yes, man. Say on special anchor say.
Yes. Or say on me na Juma me na me suma say uncle. We are jijama for baby. Say me na.
But now our garage out on cars.
I don't. I'm telling you because you say we had a garage, plenty garage, 2 garage in Tema and all that. Then the police said because the president ordered the police to do this, so they have to respond to the order from the presidency. So they took me with the guy. So let's call garage. We patrolled the whole of Tema. I don't know the communities. Yeah, we went through almost about an hour and a half looking for the garage, which he couldn't identify. The police already knew, said the guy is lying. So to answer your yes, or now they prosecuted him, and then they gave their report to the police. Said Carl knows nothing about this. You see, Prof. Ordered 3 investigations into my deal because so we are president now every single day. Cows. I remember when Prof. Paid down the toll debt. This has stuck here. He paid down the toll debt. That's big news, huge news for this country. But guess what was the main dominating news then in the morning? Cows. It's not fair. It was not fair. So he ordered investigation from the FBI, from the BNI. From the BNI, from the National Security, from Yoko or whatever you call it. And then all of them came back with clean bill of health for me.
Wow.
Yes. It's not like I'm bragging. Because you see, if you know you are doing the right thing, no matter, you see, at a time Prof told me, Carl, it seems that the report to the presidency, say presidents on Sakimi. Then the president will call me. When they are going out, I'll be going to the castle. By the time I come out, I will come out with more powers. Not sack, but more powers.
But president,
and
no
they
grab
don't understand it. Yes.
Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah, Junimo.